What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Focus on the realities in the streets and not the theories online. Focus on the realities in the streets. And let me tell you what, though. Because it's interesting. And ironically, part of this was inspired by something I saw online. But it was a couple things just this weekend. Because, I try to share the lessons I just see in the everyday world. And, of course, online, you got guys who will swear up and down. If you want a woman, well, one, like you gotta look like some 6'2", blonde haired, blue eyed Chad, And I'm like, where do y'all live? Where do y'all live? Especially when you have men who look nothing like that getting women, Or like the other day, I talked about that height thing getting out of control. And you know what? Wait, real quick. You know what was funny? One of the things y'all gotta do when y'all watch my videos is actually watch them and listen to what I actually said. Because somebody hit me on that height video thing and was like, well, how tall are you? I specifically said how tall I was in the video. I started off talking about that. So I ain't even answer the person because I said I don't have time for people who can't listen. That's some bullshit in my opinion. That's some bullshit. What's the point? But anyway, right? And even then, what would that matter to that person getting some? Because but just had to just say that. But look, here's the thing. Pay attention to what you're actually seeing in the streets. Because I noticed one thing. You get a lot of guys, they always talking about what they seen online or what some other guy said online. Some other guy who don't show their picture or anything or their face, what they're saying, or this guy said that. I'm like, well, and then, they'll see some stuff, but then they say, well, it's because of this, this, and this. But hold up. You's not getting none. Dude. What's happening in the real world? Like I said, this was partly inspired by something online because somebody sent me a video. One thing, since I talk about body game, people always send me body game videos, right? Of something. Because somebody sent me a video of one of those, they got these blind dating by body type of videos and everything. I ain't never commented on it. So I checked out one. I was like, okay. Because it was interesting. Because, you get some guys say, oh, it's just the face. It's just the face. Yeah, you got women, multiple women hooking up with guys, really just based off their body and really their personality. The face was like the final thing they saw. And they still hooking up. But that actually proves what I've said, which is in the real world. Women look at everything. Because even during that one video and everything, and y'all just look them up. But the guys had on some shoes. And in fact, I put a link for the one I just checked out in the description box. Right? I'll put it in the description box. But they would shoot the women looking at the guy's shoes, the fit of their clothes, everything. Making a decision. Energy, all of that stuff. All that stuff I'm telling you that's happening in the real world. Damn, it's cloudy out here. Me and my sons were going to go hiking. Anyway, I don't know now. Might do something else. But anyway, all the stuff I talk about in the real world, women checking out everything. I've said that multiple times. I don't know. It's kind of disheartening when some guys can't get simple basics. It was like you trying to tell them what's up with women, right? You trying to tell them, okay, this is what you need to do. And, but they don't want to listen. They don't, it's like, well, dude, I don't know what to do. but they check out everything. But then, like I said, that's just some online thing. You get in the real world, you see women, like decent women, I'm gonna say decent women, heck, even some attractive women, with some guys who men online would call incels or sub 5. They would call them sub 5. But I see that constantly. Now, I see that constantly. Guys who look nothing like Chad. They seriously look nothing like that stereotypical guy supposedly getting all the women. You know? Be seeing like, because I remember like I'm walking in a store getting something, and I remember I saw this guy. Now the guy wasn't, first of all, he wasn't over, he had to be about good 5'7". Might not have been maybe 5'6", right? 5'6", had a receding jaw. But he a married guy walking with a woman. He walking with a woman, and not only with a woman, but a baby girl, a toddler, a little girl, and the woman was pregnant. And she wasn't that bad. I'd have gave it to her. And I see that a lot. You see that a lot. Shoot, I was out with last night, was celebrating something with my co-parent. She just had an accomplishment, and you know we still good with each other. We was out with our sons and everything at this restaurant. Big old dude came in with this fine young lady, chilling. Like shit. And this is what happens in the real world. Like if you go out and everything, you see other guys with it. Now, with women. But see, one problem is a lot of guys even see that, and they sitting there trying to rationalize. Well, she with him for this, she with him for that. Oh, she must be with him for money. Did you talk to him and actually figure that shit out? Like everybody ain't making, only 10% of men are really making like less than 10%, even making over 100,000 and shit. That's the bare minimum to like even start using the word money. Average income for a lot of people is in really in the I would say just I give them a little bit extra, 40,000. A lot of guys out here ain't making money like that, yet they walking around with women. But the women apparently like something about them. And see, my point with that is, and even as someone who promote body gain, which I specifically said, look, first, well, one, you know, your physical appearance, if you having trouble, improve your physical appearance, but two, it leads to other things. Oh, let me go on another tangent. It's a trip. Somebody will hear one video from me. Some dude, I must have just heard one video and think I'm just focusing on one part. No, you better watch a whole bunch of my videos. Anybody watch my stuff know I hit different angles with it. But anyway. Anyway, you got plenty of guys out here who don't match that stereotype, and they not only walk around with a woman, walk around with children. Now, why the woman is with them is different things. It depends on the woman. First of all, women like different things, and two, you don't know the situation. You don't know anything about the situation, what she like, what turned her on. You know, anybody thinking, oh, they just want one type of man or something, need to really pay attention. Because I always say the best, damn, it might rain. Shit. Anyway, all I said is, shoot, best indication, the best receipt that a man's getting in him, or even got some in his life, is a baby. Even in paternity fraud, she had to have sex with him just to even try to pull that off. And it's funny, you got some guys who don't look like fashion models out here, like walking around with a bunch of kids, multiple kids. Shit, I know this one woman, young lady, she reminded me of Sarah Michelle Gellar, very much so. She married a man who had a kid already and popped out 2 more for him. Shit, ain't seen her while. She might have 3 next time I see him. Shit. And dude, he a stocky dude. couple inches shorter than me. He was cool though. He was cool. But, you know, I'm going to tell you what the biggest thing is. It's just realistic out here. Just realistic. Like, if somebody want to know, like I said, you don't know what that woman wanted, what that particular woman wanted. And you shouldn't worry about it unless you know specifically. Like, don't speculate. See, here's the thing. And my point for even talking about all of this. And I guarantee somebody gonna comment didn't even get to this far in here. Because most of my videos, I'm gonna have a point. And if somebody say you should get to it right away. No, I'm gonna do it the way I want to do. If you don't like it, stay the fuck off the channel. Or do your own videos. How about that? But anyway. And anyway, the whole point is, look, just fix yourself up the best. It's very simple. Just fix yourself up as best as possible. Learn how to just talk. Like my video today my main video was talking about simply talk to women. It's not complicated. It's not complicated. Shit. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised we could bring a smile to a woman's face. Shit, my son yesterday, we in a restaurant, we eating and everything. The server just took his order. He just, after she took everything, he was like, okay, thank you. And she had a little, just saying thank you, had a little smile on her face. I was like, okay. Shit, she gave us some extra service. I was like, shoot, I had to hook her up. I hate this weather. Anyway, right? Look, just talk. You don't know. You don't know. Yeah, my same son who, you know, was dancing with so many women at his prom. But you know what, too? And that kind of taps into the other thing I was saying. So many dudes trying to theorize online and shit. All they really doing is projecting their own inadequacies. Seriously. And trying to think just because they having trouble, everybody else having trouble. Nah. Apparently everybody ain't having trouble. Apparently you got some guys out there, they ain't gonna win in the modeling contest. In fact, I even said that. I said that about the guys at the top of the sexual pyramid. I said in general they have good body builds, but you got some big men in there, you got some short stature men in there, some slimmer men in there. Shit, you even got some homely men in there. Yeah, homely men. I mean, seriously, let's just be real. Let's talk about that for a second. You mean, there be some dudes out there, like, people be like, oh, they homely, they this or that. But they can't be crazy. I knew this one guy, the women who got with him called his ass ugly. Yet, he got with at least 3 women that I knew about. Who, I'll just say, beauty contestant level. I'll leave it at that. I say too much more, it'll identify him. But the thing with him was, he was just thorough like that. He was just thorough, which is something else I talk about. Just, you know, fix yourself up as best, be cool. And you can get something, you know. I'm driving up here, where I'm driving by one of these stores. I knew a woman, she hooked up with this guy who was totally against her type. Dude was overweight. She liked those surfer bodies. Dude was overweight. She loves hair on a man. Dude was bald. Yeah. She gave him some several times. But what it all come down to is just go out here and do, you know, just do your best. See what happens. And yeah, you're going to get rejected. Everybody get rejected. But just be realistic, stay in your lane and everything. Keep it going. And, you know, and somebody say, well, that's crazy. I always ask the same question. Where do you live? Where do you live? Because you can see couples out, like I said. I can just, hey, look, I can just walk through any public event in the area, any mall in the area, and I can read couples' body language to see how close they are. You know, I can read couples' body language, and you got a lot of good couples out here where it need, you know, they ain't gonna be on no modeling contract or anything like that. And you, like I said, you can tell, like, if you read in body language, and that would be tough to like just describe. I would have to hang out with you or something and do that. That would be some serious coaching too. I charge $3,000 for that shit. Yeah, okay, we can hang out. Now I'm gonna point out some shit. But anyway, and you know I don't charge money like that, but if I gotta be in somebody's presence and hang out, be looking at people and shit, oh no, it gotta be worth the money. So anyway, though, you got plenty of couples out here. Like, you gotta admit it to yourself. And instead of trying to figure it out, maybe what's being said online by a lot of guys who just really just telling you what you want to hear so they can get attention, get a little bit of money and everything, go out here and see what happens. I've said that even for my stuff. I said, don't just take my word for it. Go out here and see. Check for yourself. Because it's right there. And, you know, just to see so many people going for whatever, I'm like, well, hold up. Do you see this, this, and this? Or I tell you what, sometimes they will, they'll see it, but then they'll try to, like, qualify it. Well, you will, maybe he's the beta or something. But I'm like, well, hold up. What'd I just say? Ordinary looking guys with some decent looking women. These be young people around here. And somebody gonna say where I'm at. I'm in Harford County, just outside of Baltimore. But I've seen that stretching as far down as Richmond. Seen that in Atlanta. Seen that in Houston. I've seen it wherever. You know? But getting back to my main point about all of it, guys gotta just stop, you know, just present your best. You know, get in the body game, really, not even so much for aesthetics, but just to get comfortable with yourself. Because that's the key to a lot. Once you're comfortable with yourself, you know, you can still get the women. And let me be clear, let's be real. Yeah, if you look like some fashion model or something, you got a better bait. But there's plenty of women out here with a man who he just grew on. They got to know him. Because with an important thing with women, this is probably the most important thing. And I've saved this to see who listened to it all the way. If you understand what I'm about to say, just put one in the comments. Connection. Now, however you connect to the woman, it could be multiple ways. I mean, you can connect to a woman just off some pure lust. Her womb is just twitching when you come along. Or y'all could just have similar values. That could be myriad things. Or it's just you, I don't know, it could be spiritual. Y'all can be in the same spiritual stuff. Whatever you connect. That's the thing. Because see, here's a powerful thing. If you truly connect to a woman, she might not like you she might not be physically attracted to you at first. Hell, she might even like get to know some of your personality and don't like it. But once you connect to a woman, you start looking better to her. Just the connection. If you're a 5 initially to her, you get to be a 7 to her. Just through the connections. You know? Just through the connections. Like, she's around you, she laughs, everything. Even someone she might not have liked at first. And she said, you know, that's kind of cute. Because the key to a woman ultimately is her heart. If you could get in there, boom. And even then, you could be connected on some other stuff. Like that whole thing about sapiosexuals, which I'm still up in the air about. Even though there was a woman who said I was a sapiosexual. Actually, an astrologer. I was like, yeah, I'd like to be able to talk to him. But I was like, yeah, but I like a fat ass too. But hey, sometimes that's what they need. I mean, you got demisexuals. They got to feel a strong emotional connection. You know, it's so much. It's so much. But the key word in all of it, no matter what, is connection. If two people connect, shoot, a lot of shit go out the door. And connect and be realistic, because, you know, let's be real. So many people caught up in that whole supermodel motif, but you're talking like 1% of the world, period. This is men and women. Men might be caught up into the looks, women caught up into the looks and the money. I'm like, shit, you screwed. You better find something. You better find somebody in your lane. I tell that to both sides. But the thing is, just be out here, do your thing, learn to talk to women. You'll find somebody interested. It ain't rocket science. You know, seriously, it's not rocket science. And if you got some issues within you that you feel like you got some anxiety, all of that, you might need to get therapy or do something. Because women ain't going to bite you unless you want them to. Just thought about this woman. She loved to bite. Had a few of them. But anyway, it's just a connection. And whatever and you know what, ultimately the case? One, when you see just some regular folks out here in relationships, just regular folks, just accept it. Just accept it. As long as they happy, it don't matter what the fuck you think. You can try to say, oh, it's just money. Okay, you make yourself feel good, but dude about to go home and get his dick sucked. You can say it's just money, or you could say, well, maybe she feels sorry for him. Well, first of all, as a man, don't judge how another man look anyway. Don't judge him. Seriously. I mean, you can talk about some basic stuff. Oh, okay, he's this tall, or, you know, this or that. Some basic stuff, but you don't know whether a woman like that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I ain't gonna use the word moist. I'm gonna go hard with it. It's some straight up faggy ass shit. If you as a man judging another man's looks like that and can't figure out why a woman won't want him, you don't have a vagina, motherfucker. I'm just gonna say that you don't have a vagina. And I will maintain. I will get in front of a crowd. You don't know what turns a particular woman on. You don't know what her buttons are. Shit. I've known several women. They say they love an ugly man. Seriously. I always think about this one woman. She popped out 8 babies for this guy she called ugly. She kept popping them out. Oh man! But then with her looks and body, dude's pullout game gonna be weak as shit. Oh man! But yeah, I'm gonna go in here, get some food. I don't know if I'm gonna do something for tomorrow. I don't know. My gym will be open. Maybe I'll work out at my house. I don't know. But anyway. Oh, I got a little my garage shit. That's my little emergency gym. Because sometimes I just go to the gym, you know, place to socialize. They got a few things I don't have. But anyway though. But yeah. I would just say, in general, just get out in the real world. I mean, if you're paying attention, you see some guys who don't look like fashion models, who ain't making money like crazy. They at least happy. And that's the bottom line. If they happy, that's all that matters. If they happy. You might not like it. You could say something about them, whatever. But, you know, you could talk about the guys. Just, well, I wouldn't get with her. Well, you don't need to. Why you worried about where his dick going? Seriously. Yeah, so anyway though. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Yeah. I don't know yet about tomorrow if I'm gonna do anything. You know, country's birthday and everything. Ooh, I guess I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I don't need anything this early. I haven't ate anything yet. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.